I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated. Oh.
Welcome, Cancer, to Channel the Future Tarot. Today we're going to do something a little new, something a little different. We're going to try two pathways tarot. At some point in all of our lives, we are presented with two choices. Whether it's love or work or whatever it may resonate for you, this is a reading that is going to give you some insight on what's to come with these possible two choices for you. So I hope that you stick with me to the end, and I hope this generally helps you make a good decision here. Alright, so this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs of Cancer. Take the messages that resonate with you, toss the universe what doesn't. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Don't force anything to pick. Okay, check out your other placements and the readings that correspond with that as well if you want some more detailed information. Alright, we're going to use the singing bowl here as I do so. Be mindful, I don't want to blast anybody's eardrums out. So be mindful of that and take that deep breath in. It's going to help balance your root chakra energy, which is really important just to be in balance for the day and to handle all things coming our way, including making decisions. So please be mindful of that and take that opportunity to take that deep breath in, okay? If you're new or returning to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. Hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, any of them means so much to me. I can't even express that enough, so thank you so much. All right. Without further ado, Cancer, we're going to draw out your choice A, choice B here, and then some messages from Spirit, messages from Spirit guides, and just some overall general oracle guides. So let's get started here for you, Cancer. Be mindful of the singing bowl. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Alright, so option choice A coming in. What is coming in for Cancer's first choice in their decision-making process for June 2023? Coming in here for Cancer, I did see a lot of the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups energy. I feel like once you make this decision, it will bring victory, with that. So what's coming in here? What's choice A? The first card out will represent sort of you and this, what's your feelings when you're presented with this choice. And then we're going to draw 3 cards out just to see what the overall situation is. Then we'll get one for the potential outcome, okay? Coming in here. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Your overall energy for this is the Queen of Cups. I like it. You're gonna want to nurture the first. This is Cancer. This is your energy. So I feel like this is something you're all about. The situation presents the Moon card in reverse. So there's illusion possibly there. You got that King of Cups here. This is in reverse. It's a master couple. That's also Cancer energy. And then you have that Two of Pentacles. The juggling things here is definitely, you might feel like juggling this choice here. Your potential outcome is the Hermit card in reverse. That need for introspection coming in. You've got Strength on the bottom of the deck in reverse, and as well as the Eight of Cups. So underlying energy might be, you're resisting taking that stride. You got the double eights on the bottom. With that being said, I feel like the introspection with the Queen of Cups is a good idea because I feel like it's going to help you kind of nurture your emotions. We do have that full moon coming in on the 3rd of June, which is in just 2 days, and that's that strawberry moon. So it's a full moon, so it's just a time for you to be sort of a great time to release those intentions and embrace what's new coming in for you. What's choice B look like for Cancer? What does choice B look like for Cancer? Okay, so we've got I feel like we've got the Five of Swords there coming out, so there's conflict, okay, around this choice. The Daughter of Pentacles, that sort of naive looking over the horizon, which I think is, okay. We do have, look at that, we've got the Five of Pentacles coming out as well for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and the Queen of Cups coming out here as well. Again, both situations can represent that nurturing energy, which is you, right? So we got the Chariot, which is Cancer. That is your energy as the outcome. Beautiful stuff here. You know, I feel like you're determined. At the end, the outcome is determination, whatever, however you see this as fit. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Pentacles, so that's a good energy for you. And the Wheel of Fortune card on the bottom of the deck as well. Okay, so here I'm gonna draw out some oracle messages from Spirit here. What messages do we have in regard to these two choices for Cancer? It could be really like, however this is for work or love or anything for you. This is whatever it is your situation applies, right? The Moon in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse. I feel like a little bit of that is, you know, choice 2 represents, like you have King and Queen now, but one is in reverse. What's messages from Spirit here? I'll just check this out for a second here. What messages are coming in from Spirit for Cancer regarding these two choices? Okay, we have number 19, Island Detachment, which I feel like was represented with that Hermit card out there as well. And Waterfall Persistence, number 42. Messages from their spirit guides. We're going to go through all over this in just a second. I just want to get this so I can sort of understand what's sort of being asked, or, you know, what... I do want to say that, again, sometimes detaching for a while does give us that idea of what we want to be persistent in, what we want to actually focus our energies in. And I feel like that's going to be a real growth moment for you. What's coming in here for Cancer in terms of these two choices? Well, that's just from their spirit guide for Cancer at this time. Okay, so my dears, we've got Reproach, number 25. You see that it's the duality here. So there's a mix here. I want to say that. That was the free message coming out here. So I feel like there is some sort of, you know, introspection coming in for you, possibly this week. Sort of a message of enlightenment. What's coming in here for Cancer? We'll just draw this last energy and then we'll get started. In both situations, you are willing to nurture it. You know, you start out the first choice, coming into it, nurturing it. The situation requires you nurture it on the second choice. Because it starts out with conflict. That's quite obvious with that Five of Swords. So, what's coming in here for Cancer regarding these two choices? Many paths, okay, and 33 and 34 are coming out here. So many paths, upright, and magic upright. So I want to say here, this card I'm going to read from the deck, the book, because I want you to get an idea of what the general message is for you. It's very healing, it's very helpful, and I think it would be really beneficial, but we're not going to start there. I feel like the best place for us to start right now is this magic card here, number 33. It's a master number. You're invited to see through the the world through the eyes of wonder and awe right now, right? Taking on that innocence, knowing that all things are possible still, taking on that childlike innocence, embracing it. You've been invited to, recognize there is synchronistic signs, events, symbols, and omens given to you through the ordinary world. So pay attention to that as well. But this is a sign that Spirit's reminding you that to co-create your world is a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for signs that show you what your next action is and should take, right? Right now it appears that you're on the right track to make your dreams come true. And this is saying, great Spirit's listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic is going to give birth to miracles here for you. And I feel like that is such a beautiful energy because you've been, like this, the next card being the many paths choice, you've been struggling with a choice. I feel like this choice for some time. So your call is to make that big bold step and leave the beaten path, right? Heaven, and earth are conspiring right now. I feel like to work on your behalf to support you in this. Do not, dally lest you miss that moment. It's time to kind of move on up into what is new, move on to what is unknown for you, okay? Be sure that you attend to both your path here, on Earth, stay grounded, and also be focused on what's, out there for you in the big wide world. Because there's opportunities. Don't miss that opportunity because you're genuinely scared of the moment. I feel like that will not help you in any way, shape, or form, okay? Now, we are going to go here because I like this energy. We're going to go to this detachment energy, this island, which I feel like we could all want to be on sometimes. I feel like you're feeling a little bit distant, removed from others. It's a familiar sense of loneliness and alienation, perhaps some sort of childhood experiences have taught you to remain aloof as a form of protection, but by keeping your distance from others, you find some comfort in there. Are few demands for you to meet, and you have that freedom to do whatever you want. And that's great sometimes, right? But remaining withdrawn from your, family and communities begun to feel like it's being stranded on that desert island. So I feel like this self-isolation has that sense of disconnection. It's gone on for a while now for you. And, family and friends have progressively made less effort to contact you or stop contacting you altogether. Possibly you've convinced yourself that you do not really need your relationship with people. Maybe even spirit, you've gotten yourself in this I need only me energy. But aside from the benefits of going alone, there's a deeper hunger for connection that's always going to linger. You'll never fulfill that void. So I feel like you try to satisfy that craving by filling the time with compulsive activities, obsessive, addictive preoccupations, but it's time to reach out to others, to be honest with yourself about your need for contact with your family, friends, and for relationships, and try to renew those attachments, despite any reservations. Recognize that your addictions and occupations are not filling the void that can be only satisfied by actually renewing, reactivating your connection with people and with spirit as well. So it's very much important for you to acknowledge when and where detachment is good for you. Persistence. So you're struggling with the impatience, rushing too fast to gain around something you've invested in and feeling defeated. I feel like don't give up. Persistence is required here. Not striving or aiming for perfectionism by staying the course, but you have obstacles that you have, being in your way. Yet you can recall you were able to get through those blocks, or work around them in ways that allowed you to continue with your intention. It's again what needs to be done. Pause, and step away from your attempts. Take that break, but don't make it a permanent one. Your endeavors will be rewarded with the satisfaction of completing that job well done, of course, right? So though the completion is a welcome and necessary pause between steps and accomplishment of your mission, there is more to do, and don't give up. But take that breath and sort of trust that you are going to be inspired again. This is a phase that will come to completion, and you're going to make room for that next step in your progression, so don't be so disconnected from that. I want to go to this card here, 25. I am going to just grab that book here for you for a second. Okay. The next 3 weeks are so important. There will be many synchronicities and the pace will be intense. We invite you to be daring and have confidence in yourself because you'll be invited to do many things. You won't be able to concentrate on some things as much as you would like. Don't blame yourself, indulge yourself. You won't botch these things. You'll have more time later to finish everything that you started, okay? In the next 3 weeks, you will create new foundations and take an important turn. You've been waiting for this turn for a long time. You have all the strength you need inside you. You've been preparing for this transformation for a long time. And now you create a new space for novelty and innovation. I invite you to leave something that isn't right for you. Listen to your emotions and listen to me. Even you have negative feelings at first. Their message is more than positive. Trust in them and trust in me. This is what I want to say. The next 3 weeks are going to take a different approach. Look and see where you can actually switch things up in your world, because it's time. You don't want to remain stagnant in that energy forever, do you? No. So it's time to move on. Let's look at choice A here, coming in here for you, my friends. Cancer, this is a beautiful energy, but this is relying on your highly intuitive self to guide you through the world, guide you through this choice, okay? You possess that great empathy, that understanding, and emotional literacy. You know, people may seek you out to help with their problems. I want to say right now, let your feelings guide you to see where, you know, again, where you don't doubt your intuition, right? This also, you know, you're more sensitive to the outside world than you might, you know, let on. So beware and caring towards yourself and others. Try not to overthink things and let your heart be your guide. It's not going to lead you astray here, okay? And I feel like just truly follow that big, bold heart that you have, because you have such a big, bold heart. This moon representing your situation in reverse, I want to say it is letting go of the fears and anxieties. Secrets and lies are going to be brought to the light here. And I feel like any confusion is going to clear around this choice. You're about to overcome some intense personal struggles, but don't celebrate just yet, I want to say that. Your recovery won't be easy or smooth. The path to the future isn't clear right now, and people or circumstances will try to further obscure your vision in this way. So, but by the same token, this position is saying you're currently stepped in a little bit of falsehood, or, you know, steeped in it, sort of. Perhaps you're lost in a world of make-believe, pretending that your circumstances are different, or someone has led you astray. It's time here for you to come to terms with your reality and make changes to free yourself from any illusions that you may have. A better future truly does await for you, Cancer. You know, you have to leave this deception behind, because they're not bringing anything to the table anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's time to let that energy go. King of Cups here in reverse. So Cancer, you know, this is, you're still working towards that complete mastery of your inner emotional self, right? And emotional upset and drama is still shaking you up. You may find that your own emotions are kind of hamstringing your ability to kind of remain composed in the face of adversity. You're striving for equilibrium here, but I feel like you're not getting it. Don't repress yourself, but work hard to temper those emotions when you feel like you want to literally have that adult tantrum, right? So the position is also kind of symbolizing that a force in your life that is emotionally manipulating you. Carefully assess the people in your life to determine where there's negative energy and where it's coming from, and ex-nay it. You don't deserve it, and it's time you take a step back away from it in any way you can. You don't juggle those energies, because they're not worth the juggle, okay? I want to say that truly and authentically. This Two of Pentacles comes out because, my dears, this is, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But this, you know, is that beautiful energy. You're currently juggling too many responsibilities here. Work, family life, and, you know, all the tidbits are kind of rolling around your head, and you feel like you're succeeding at keeping them afloat. Yes, but, you know, that isn't to say much about productivity, you know, in the moment. Your energy's not going to last forever. You will burn out in this energy. So you have to see that balancing your work and family life is what's required to order for you to make and make this decision or choice accurate. This Hermit in reverse is Virgo energy. Somewhere along the way, you lost balance on that tightrope walk of inversion versus extroversion, right? So looking outside yourself to see if you've drawn in too deeply. In that quest, like I said, for self-reflection, you've distanced yourself unduly from others. So personal connections, they are important. So, you know, choice one is you're very disconnected from everybody. You're just dedicated to what this is. I want to say, you know, it's great in the moment. Don't just lose yourself in that, okay? Choice B represents, you got that conflict right out the gate. So, you know, that worries me, being that, you know, I wouldn't want to start a situation like that. And this is self-destruction, in fact. So, you know, the five, it depicts the destruction of the self. So you've been lured into another situation or argument you needed to avoid, but there was a need for power or some sort of pain to defeat this pain. Discard will result as, you know, as the outcome of that. So I want to say, don't do it. Like, just don't in that way. Don't let this be your destructive self, okay? This is, you know, your supportive, responsible energy, but this is handling the details and logics. People depend on you. You have vast amounts of inner strength. So this is saying that you're going to have to tap into that. I really feel like that. You're going to have to tap into that. We have the Five of Pentacles coming out now. This is all about sadness, worry, and illness. So, this is a card of hard times. It comes in the form of illness, job loss, financial trouble, or rejection. Above all, there will be, worry, so much worry, but this anxiety is counterproductive and damaging. So you're going to have to find a way to sort of quiet the mind during this difficult time and rely on meditation and visualization to get you back to where you need to be. It's just nurturing yourself back to heart, balancing your emotions, being in touch with yourself is going to be very important for you at this time. Cancer, you do have, your determined energy. So coming out of choice B, if nothing else, you're going to be determined, right? You're going to be determined to move on and away from whatever energies are no longer serving your purpose. And I feel like this is going to be huge for you in this sense. Now, that being said, I feel like this is that strong will. This is your confidence, your will, and your inner warrior. This is when you felt the bliss of achievement, but you were riding on, that horse's back. But when you fell off, you felt like you were, that the hardest hit of your life. So I feel like, you will be determined coming out of it. I feel like choice A is definitely one way or the other, definitely better for you. But that's up to you to make those choices, my dears. So I hope this helped in some way or another. Until next time, my friends, namaste.